like 28, 30 tracks on that album, and he had like two, three songs for the club or for the radio. The rest was straight gully, underground, gutter shit, and he was the first Latino to go platinum. You know what I'm saying? And to that, to say that, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? And he don't get that much props as a Biggie or Tupac or none of that. And I don't want to point a finger and say who fault it is, but as Latinos and people that love hip hop, we need to embrace Big Pun and keep his legacy alive.
Keep it 100, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no matter pointing fingers. It's you. So you know what I'm saying. What's your opinion on why that is?
Man, I think it's a lot of selfishness. You know what I'm saying? It's based on selfishness. When I believe that when Terror Squad first came out, they was like the G Unit, the Dipset for us Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? For us people that, damn, these dudes from the hood, they Spanish, they just like me, they getting on. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to look up. Cuban Links, Triple Six, Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Remy Ma, Cali, or the whole movement. And for that to break up when Pun died, and for Fat Joe, as
Raj right there.
and for Fat Joe not to keep it together, I felt like it was not it was not the move. I don't know what really situation happened right there with Fat Joe and all of them, but for us Spanish people, that was what we had, and it broke up. It was like when Rockefeller broke up, it fucked up hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that because Rockefeller made us, you know what I'm saying, had us on our toe, man. Beanie, Stay Proud, that whole movement, you know what I'm saying, had us on our point, had us on point. And when Rockefeller broke up, you know what I'm saying, it fucked up the game, man. It switched it to a whole different, you know what I'm saying, situation. So, you know, but you know, straight up, I believe motherfucking Terror Squad should have stuck together, and you know, that shit fucked it up. But my job is to bring Pun. Pun is the reason I started rhyming. Pun was like, you know what I'm saying, like little kids look up to Big or to Pac or whatever. That was Pun for me, cause I relate to everything about him. He was from the Bronx. He was Spanish. He was big. You know what I'm saying, he was me. You know what I'm saying. He spoke for me.
Speaking on that, man, you know, you told people a little bit about living in a third world country, man, and the fact that it was feeling like a stranger when you came back. It was a language barrier. You know what I'm saying? How did how did you break through the language barrier, and why do you know what I'm saying? Why do you, or do you still, what I'm saying, hold on to that language?
Um, Growing up, like in New York City, they got a program called ESL program, which is English second language, which means that for the kids that come from a third world or from a Spanish speaking country, they can take all their classes in Spanish except for English. You know what I'm saying? And you still go to school. So all through my life, my whole life, all the way to the 10th, 11th grade, my mother kept me there. Even when my English got strong enough for me to go to a regular class, is what they call it. You know what I'm saying? My mother never allowed me to because she told me that if I forget my language, I was going to forget where I was from and what I stand for and everything that was important to me. And I thank her for that because that's mainly the reason why, even through my music now, even though my people that know me know my whole lifestyle, like I don't really have a lot of Spanish people around me, you know what I'm saying? Like that right now, except for back home. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still dead close to it because of that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's Spanish, man. It was important in my house. If you ain't know it, you was gonna get smacked. So I can't. You know what I'm saying? Now we now the kids now grow up more. Like you got shows like Dora the Explorer that's teaching the kids Spanish and English growing up.
And why do you feel that's a necessity in society right now?
Because I feel that for once we feel like it's time to unite. Like it's time for us to like we know different. You know what I'm saying? I feel I always tell my friends like I'm just a black dude that speaks Spanish. Like I don't see no difference. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see it as a necessity?
Huh? Yeah, I think once we I think it's a necessity because by you learning Spanish and me learning English, it's gonna make us understand each other better. See what I'm saying? Cause now,
But that being said, why do you think your mother wouldn't let you out of those classes?
um, at that time, that's the same question I had. You know what I'm saying? Because once school was over and I was in the streets, I had to learn, I had to know English, and it was hard for me to. I got into a lot of fights and a lot of things for miscommunication because I didn't understand what they say, and I thought they was trying to play me or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It made it hard on me, but I didn't understand it then. But now, you know what I'm saying? It's something that for my children and my family, I stress that we need to know both and we need to understand each other because if it wasn't for me making a decision coming out of high school to say, I want to go to Howard University, an all black school, because it's something that I wasn't familiar with and I was trying to get familiar with. And meeting the people that I met there and learning black history and learning a lot about the struggles of civil rights movement, all the stuff that was going on in America that I didn't know about. So to me, my whole visual of black people would be like, oh, they just lazy, not taking advantage of what they have, you know what I'm saying? But it's because my ignorance of not knowing they struggle and all the things that they've been through because that was kept away from me when I was a young kid. We didn't talk about Martin Luther King. We talk about Juan Pablo Duarte Sanchimena, our heroes. You know what I'm saying? Even though we was in America, we was talking about our heroes. We didn't really care about a Malcolm X or anybody like that because yeah, Marcus Garvey and W.E. Du Bois and all that. That later on in my life made me respect where I came from, where everybody came from, and have a different point of view where I'm at now that I wasn't there when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel that a lot of kids need to know that. A lot of the Spanish, especially the Spanish kids in that community, need to know that we are all one and that we need to make a better effort to learn from each other and understand each other better. That avoid a lot of conflict and a lot of the things that be going on amongst the Spanish people and the African American because once we unite, they can't do nothing with us straight up. Like,
Numbers, sheer
you
numbers.
know what I'm saying?
Take your time with this one because this is a multiple part question.